Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Dumpster Cam, and I'm back. I never really went anywhere. I just haven't been on YouTube, so I appreciate everybody who has commented and such. Everything is great. I'm doing well. Like I said, I just haven't been on YouTube, so I'm sorry about no communication there, but everything is well, as I hope it is with you and everyone watching. But I'm here with you today in the garden, and I thought that's what I would update you on today as we're getting into this fun season. I haven't done any dumpster diving. I just unfortunately don't really have anywhere to dive anymore. It's just not how it used to be. Even the grocery stores aren't how they once were. You know, I'm not ever going to say I'm giving it up, but it's just not how it used to be. So those videos, I'm sure, will be few and far between, even though I wish I could provide more for you on that front. But today, we're in the garden, which isn't really a good situation there either, but I thought I'd update you. So I did a lot of work this past fall on kind of like spacing out the garden, getting the beds and the weed barrier and stuff. This is the main part of the garden, and then I also have some beans back there. Some squash and stuff that'll need the big trellis right here. Just some beds in the front over here. I have my greenhouse that blew away in a big storm, and I've kind of put it back together here. A covered bed over there, and then this trellis and a really bright sunny bed over there. So I've done a lot of work, like really spacing it out and planning it out, which has been great. However, my next big investment is definitely going to be garden fencing. It's just ridiculous. As you can see, I've put up some makeshift barriers around certain things due to rabbits and deer and squirrels and even the chickens. So it's been a lot to deal with that, but that hasn't even been the main issue. So let's just kind of look it out. In here I have some peppers. These ones are doing not too bad. And then I have some pole beans on the side. These are like noodle beans, so they should get very long if they ever grow. Sweet potatoes are in here, and then I just have some sage from last year right there. I have to find a spot for that. I have celery right here, which is actually doing fine. Like, that's not doing bad. I think I have 2 cantaloupes that have made it. I've plopped some more seeds in. Hopefully they can grow. I have some bigger tomatoes back here, and then there were some sweet melons that I think I have 1, maybe 2 left of that make trellis. Who knows? I have 5 beds of tomatoes, and I've started them all from seed, which is awesome. And they're all from seeds that I harvested from tomatoes I grew last year, which is super cool. This one actually looks really good, but then you get ones that look like this. Some of them I just shoved in here yesterday because I'm like, you know, who knows what's going to make it and what's not. This one I actually did not start from seed. That one back there I got as a gift, so that's there. Some of them are doing okay. Some of them are not. They are tiny, but there's a couple that are growing decently. So I have 5 beds of tomatoes, all different varieties. I have some more peppers over here, as well as some cucumbers that I hoped would go up the trellis, but not convinced anymore. The radishes, though, those are fabulous. They're huge. However, I did just drape this over it today because I have 5 over here that have been munched. So I'm going to eat those, but I don't want anything else to be munched. And then I have this little hanging tomato, which is actually also doing fairly well. Back here I have some eggplant and some zucchini and some squash and some purple beans. You know, it is what it is. We have had here in Michigan some horrible growing weather. It's just miserable. We've had like 2 weeks or more of 40-degree days, like mid 40-degree temperatures, no sun, nothing can grow except for potatoes. They don't mind. These ones haven't sprouted yet. And it's just been like constant drizzle, no sun, no warm, horrible, horrible, horrible. So I put everything out, you know, right after Mother's Day when they say it's safe. And then that's when our cold temperatures came. So everything that did grow struggled. I have some beans growing here. Over there, not many. Some more in here and over there. These should hopefully take off at some point, but everything has been struggling so bad. And even today, we're like low 50s, overcast, windy, potentially gonna drizzle. This is my catnip. This is where it decided to come back up. I'm not complaining though, it looks great. I will dry some of that. But yes, so we're gonna have about another 5 days of these non-conducive temperatures and overcast skies. And then I'm hoping we're in the clear, which by that point it's like already the first week in June. So I would have never thought that May is not a conducive month to growing, but that's how it is in Michigan, I guess. I still have hope that things will grow. Like I said, some of the tomatoes are looking okay. And I am proud that I grew those from seed. I grew most everything from seed that I have planted. Not everything, but most everything. This is really sad to me. These are my lofah, which I also grew from seed. These ones look okay. This one, I just don't know if I'm going to be able to save it. And then over here, none of these look good. But I'm hoping maybe this one can grow. Hopefully, because I didn't get any lofah last year, and I was really hoping to have a great harvest. And they were looking so good until I brought them out, and then that cold hit. I did cover the lofah. That was the only thing that I actually covered. But they still got hit with the cold and these bad temperatures. So fingers crossed for the lofah. I have some herb seeds that I just planted in here as well. Tomorrow is also actually my mom and I's first farmer's market of the year. So it's going to be a small one. We'll have some radishes and some greens. And then also all of these seedlings that I planted that people may purchase. My cucamelons, horrible. They don't like this cold, obviously. Probably not going to grow. I have some yellow wax beans. Not sure about that. Peppers that have all been eaten by what I'm assuming is rabbits. Same thing here. Peppers not doing great because it's so cold and they've been eaten. Same thing here. Literally eaten down to the nub. If you can see, these are more wax beans, which are also getting eaten. These are chickpeas, and I do have marigold seeds in here, if you can see. I just put in yesterday. Hopefully those take a little sprout. These are chickpeas. All the marigold seeds I harvested from marigolds I grew last year. Pepper eaten. There was also a pepper right here and right here. Eaten. Same thing over here. Peppers, peppers, more peppers. These are sunflowers, which are doing fine. I did just uncover these because I had to sacrifice the sunflowers if I wanted to cover the peppers and keep them safe from predators. So that's what I did. This is the popcorn bed, doing okay. And then these are all the flower seeds that I harvested from my flowers I grew last year, and they are doing swell. I had to replant right here because the chickens dug them all up, but I forgive them because they're cute and they lay me eggs. So this will be pretty, hopefully, when it gets warmer. And I planted some pumpkins back here. They're doing okay. Again, it's been cold and dark, and this is not the sunniest spot in my yard to begin with, so I'm not so sure about that. Let's see if we can see anybody cute and fuzzy in here. I see two of them, Kippy and Gus. They're doing great. Super cute. I'm hoping to have some pumpkins this year, but we'll see. I had some lovely roses that don't last very long, but they are beautiful. And there's a big spider on that one, but gorgeous. The ladies are doing well. I see Chippy laid me an egg in there I will go grab. Great ladies. I did start some stuff in the greenhouse in the very beginning of March. The lettuce did well. The spinach and stuff just bolted right away, so I will not be doing that again. I'll just kind of plant that as it gets a little bit warmer. This is a good temperature for spinach, so I should have just planted it outside, but lettuce looks pretty good. Tons of peaches on this little peach tree, which I'm very excited about. I hope, can you see that? I hope they continue to grow. It's blurry, but tons of little peaches. Super cute. Petunias I'm growing from seed, and they did sprout, so I'm excited about that. What else? That's about it. I have a couple peas. I need to do better at my peas. I'm going to work on that next year. But this one looks pretty good. That's a nice pea. Most of my fruit trees did not make it. I have the worst soil ever. Like my actual dirt in the ground. If you know about mint, you know it's invasive. It takes over. But like mine won't barely even grow. This is it. So I'm not saying I want my mint to take over, but I like how it smells. I don't like grass, but it won't because the ground is so bad, which is okay. I have dirt, Swiss chard, and then like I said, these are all squash. I started 90% of these from seed. Also, sweet dumpling, Turkish turban, I think that's called, butternut, Blue Hubbard, buttercup. I have these offerings to the roly-polies. Jumbo pink banana squash, Masque de Maroc, something along those lines. These two I did not grow from seed, spaghetti and acorn. And then I just planted some herbs over here as well. This will all be Swiss chard, which I'm excited about. And then this is spinach. We'll see if it takes, otherwise I'll plant something else. And then I just have some little gourds in here as well. So on my next agenda, like I said, is a garden fence and a better strawberry patch. I have some more scallop gourds, squash in here also. So that's it. Like I said, just kind of an unfortunate garden update, but things are sticking around. Just cross your fingers for the loofah. I'm very sad about that. I got it this super cute little trellis, so I hope it can survive. But that's it. I just wanted to give you guys an update. I'll try to be around a little bit more, or at least be able to update you guys on YouTube if I am not with a video. But I still want to do a house tour. I've never finished that since I got it finished, and people have asked for it, so I would like to do that. But as always, thank you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want. I will try to be around more often, and I hope you have a great day, and I hope it warms up, and I hope everybody else's garden is going fabulously. Thank you.